Hi, Analisa Six here with the Sober Curator and the Lady of Leisure to bring you the May 2024 horoscope for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius for Sun and Rising placements. Hi, Sagittarius, it's our turn. I'm Sag Rising, and I'm very excited to look at this May's horoscope for us because there's a lot happening for Sagittarius. We start out the month of May always in Taurus season. So, right now, I will talk about where Taurus energy is hitting in the horoscope. So, the sixth house is where Taurus sits in the horoscope chart for Sagittarius, which is a house that rules our relationship to our health, our daily routines, and how we are of service in the world. It's also our relationship to our pets, which I've got mine sitting right next to me. So feels very in alignment. The sun here brings energy and vitality to this area of our life. So it's a really good time for us to get things in order, to get our daily routine more structured and stabilized, to focus on things that are healthy for us. So if that's something that you've been neglecting, which I know I have been so busy, I've definitely been neglecting some of this. This is a powerful time for you to kind of take that power back into your own hands and start implementing some strategies to kind of get yourself on track when it comes to that organization. We also have Venus in Taurus. So Venus entered Taurus at the very end of May or of April, I'm sorry, and now it's going to be in Taurus in May for the majority of May before entering Gemini at the end of the month. Venus here is really positive for health. It's really positive for us to do things that prioritize um, you know, loving our bodies, loving kind of more about ourselves in a beautifying way. Venus rules beauty. Um, we might feel like we want to beautify our space more, those types of things. I mean, the sixth house doesn't rule our space or our house, but it does rule our daily routine. And so sometimes the way that we clean or organize things within our daily routine is a part of beautifying that space. Another thing that we enter May with is we still have quite a bit of energy passing through Aries at the start of the month. And for the month of May, we're still going to have an Aries influence here. So over the last couple of months, Mercury has been, retrograde in Aries since March. Let me rephrase that. Mercury's been in Aries since March. It was retrograde for a big chunk of April. And now we're starting May out with Mercury in a direct motion where hopefully the things that were kind of stifled that we've been in reflect, review about are finally moving forward. We're finally able to kind of see all of this stuff, taking form and, maybe not feeling quite as stifled. And the area of the chart that this was hitting in is the area that represents self-expression and creativity. So during the month of April, the Sag dominant person, you might have been reflecting a lot on your relationship to creativity and self-expression and how you experience joy and pleasure. And now that Mercury is direct, we might be in a position where we feel a little bit more clear on that and we want to take action towards doing things that kind of ignite us and bring more of that creative fire in. I'm not saying you're going to feel that way every day necessarily, but it's a big theme. Mars also entered this area of the chart. So this is a great time to take action when it comes to your creative energy and also your relationship to self-expression, romance, and pleasure, how you find joy in your life, and really taking that into your own hands in the sign of Aries. Like you're asserting this, you're doing this. Aries and Sagittarius make a trine to each other. So it's very fast, easy flowing energy. So it is a really positive time to kind of work on how you relate to, the theme of self-expression. Let's talk about May 7th. So tomorrow is May 7th, and we are going to have a new moon at 18 degrees of Taurus. And this is a really positive time for you to set intentions around what you want to manifest into your life, around the structure of your day-to-day and also your health. New moons are a great time to kind of ask for the universe to bless us in some way. And this is a very auspicious new moon. So, if you have been struggling with your health or your daily routine or getting organized, this is a positive time to kind of write out what your ideal structure or plan would be and how you wish to follow it and setting intentions towards, maybe starting anew and waking up every day, hitting those bullets that you have written down on how you want to move forward with your health and with your, just in general, your daily mundane routine. After May 7th, Mercury is going to enter Taurus on the 15th, and it's going to join that area, which Mercury is the ruler of the sixth house in, its traditional placement in Virgo. Venus is here still. So Venus, is ruling this house for the horoscope. The combination of this is really positive for taking more initiative and charge at the organizational structure of your life and getting in front of a lot of things. It's a great problem solving energy. So, Mercury is going to be here for the rest of May. On May 20th, we're going to enter Gemini season. So here's where things start to get a little bit interesting. Gemini is the polar opposite of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is the mutable fire sign of the zodiac, and Gemini is the mutable air sign of the zodiac. And where Gemini sits in the Sagittarius horoscope chart is the area that rules partnership and relationship. And when the sun is passing through the seventh house, it highlights all partnership and relationship dynamics and brings a lot of energy and vitality there. And so with the sun here, we might be feeling kind of this, maybe we've been in kind of more of an introverted period over the start of the year. Now that the sun's crossing the descendant, the Western hemisphere, and moving into this area of the chart, we might be feeling more of a desire to connect with people, more of a desire to have really close relationships. If you're single, you might feel like you're more inclined to wanting to pursue dating or being more open-minded towards that kind of thing. If you're in a partnership already, you are maybe feeling more like you want that connection. You could, if you're single and you don't want a partnership connection, which is me, I'm that person, you might just really want to connect with friends that you're really close with, intimate partnerships, that kind of stuff. Sagittarius does really enjoy connecting with people that it feels safe with, that you can have deep philosophical, analytical conversations. So that Gemini energy is enhancing that too. On May 23rd, we're going to have a full moon in our sign of Sagittarius. And so the sun is still going to be passing through that seventh house of relationship. And then the moon's going to be highlighting the area of the chart that has to do with the self. So our identity and our relationship to self. And the full moon is all about releasing and letting go of energy, as well as setting intentions towards things that we want to manifest and call in. And Sagittarius is all about values and beliefs. It's the seeker. It wants to know the truth behind stuff. It's always asking why does this work? And so with the full moon, we might be in this position where we're reflecting a lot on who we are, what our values and beliefs are to ourselves, and what are, our values and beliefs around partnership and relationships, since the sun is, highlighting the seventh house. Who am I? Who is the other? That dynamic. And this is a good time to release values and beliefs that are no longer serving you around identity stuff, and also be open-minded to expansion and growth around different ideas of relationships. Then what's emphasized here is that Venus, the planet of love, is going to enter this house, the seventh house of relationship, and she's going to be passing through here for a few weeks and really highlighting relationship energy. And so, romance is in the air, in Gemini season for Sagittarius, and it's, really wanting you to feel more connected to people. And it's Gemini. So Gemini is, analytical. It wants to connect through the mind, sharing of ideas, that communication. It wants to talk. It wants to get to know, Sagittarius wants to get to know, and Gemini wants to learn. So that's highlighted with Venus entering Gemini. And then shortly after Venus enters Gemini, Jupiter is going to leave Taurus and enter Gemini. So Jupiter's been in Taurus for the last year, passing through that sixth house of mundane reality and health. And now Jupiter's leaving that Taurus energy and entering Gemini and entering that house of relationship. And so Jupiter's going to be here for the next year in the horoscope chart for Sagittarius. And so you're going to be experiencing a lot of expansion and growth around your perceptions around relationships and partnership dynamics and who you are in them. That's all going to be evolving and growing. All right, Sagittarius, I'm hitting a wall. I'm going to leave you here. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, you can email me at analisasix@ladyofleisure.com. You can find me at ladyofleisure.com or thesobercurator.com. And make sure to hit the like, subscribe button if you want to get notifications on when I post videos. And I wish us all the best of luck for May. I'm really excited about this month. I'm a little bit nervous about Gemini season energy in terms of it being very social and busy and ramped up for us, but I'm welcoming it, and I'm excited to see what happens. All right, I will see you guys in June.